Extendo. The clip got a hole like a 30. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I ain't gonna do too long. I'm gonna just let some folks roll in. Hit that like when you roll in. I'm about to get right to it. Because you do what you want when you poppin'. Huh? That's how we do. I had to realize who the F I am, who I'm connected with, and the greatness behind my family that I'm trying to teach to y'all. You do what you want when you poppin'. Huh? You do what you want when you got it. You do what you want when you copping. Huh? So, now that I've been going, it's almost 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes. I'm getting ready to get started. This is going to be a real brief one. Yo. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. And I've returned today to Weapon Tap on Your Head with a live 88 Wealth Solution article. This article is actually 100 years old. It's from December 29th, 1921. And I think it's important for me to go live with that. You know, we got a bunch of stuff that's been happening in these spaces. Folks that I follow's channel's been taken down. Folks that I don't particularly follow died, even though they're supposedly high-value men and they got all this money, yet they got a GoFundMe. And I don't think people really understand the value of life insurance. Right? So, I'm about to get into that right now. So, before I get into that, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, you can contribute to channel growth by donating to the Cash App. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, and you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam. The links are in the description. Now, let's go ahead and check out this here. Oh yeah, by the way, happy holidays to all those who celebrate. I'm a little under the weather. I was unable to spend this particular day with my family because I ended up infected now with COVID. Such is life. Really feels like nothing other than the flu. In fact, let me do this. This is my ish right here. Trap niggas. Right? We about to get into it. So, as I proceed to give you what you need, let's take a look at this. So, it says service not fully understood. Let me turn off this music. Hold on, let me. Oh. Hey, fuck what you heard. God blessing all the trap dudes. God blessing all the trap dudes. Nope. What we're blessing is those who've learned a lesson. What we're blessing is those who put in the work. We're going to stop this BS about these trap and this, that, and the third. I was watching my man JT the Pocket Watcher. I was looking at his page and folks got smoke for him for pointing out people who are fraudsters. Talking about he's hating. He's not hating. He's pointing out fraudsters. He's trying to keep you on the up and up so you don't turn around and be like, oh, this is crap, that's crap. He's helping you avoid getting scammed. And you're mad at him. How backwards are we, folks? And salute to Erica Williams, because she said you got to be targeted in what you're going for. So let me stop this music right quick, because I'm just jamming. And now I'm about to get into it. As you see here from this article, it says service not fully understood 100 years ago in insurance by the editors of the National Underwriter Life Insurance Edition. So here is an article that appeared in the December 29th, 1921 issue of the National Underwriter Life Insurance Edition. What's up, Kay? Right? So it says, if more people in high places, and again, this is an article from 100 years ago, December 29th, 1921. It's not even exactly 100 years old yet. If more people in high places just understood life insurance better, they would get back of life insurance agents even more strongly than they do now. Or get thee back, I'm assuming that's what that means. It is the desire of nearly every leader, whether he be in politics, religion, business, or whatnot, to encourage thrift. They seek to have the people acquire reasonable bond holdings, the boost for baby bonds, and the sale of bonds on the installment basis. And salute to Ice Turner for sharing the video. Shout out to the Mac Arabroski. The truth of the matter is that life insurance men are actually selling vast holdings in the bonds and mortgages of the country when they sell life insurance. Except when he sells term insurance. The agent sells each policyholder a small interest in every security which his company owns or will own, as long as the policy owner or beneficiary by installment settlement option remains with the company. So remember, I told y'all, life insurance is based on the bond market. That's how you get your interest percentages, you know. And we were watching JT when he was getting at people about, you know, infinite banking, and people he embarrassed the heck out of a lot of agents. It was rough for me to watch, but I know that a lot of agents aren't trained properly. And guys were like, yeah, it's attached to the S&P. So when you have an index universal life, it is attached to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 grows at an annual average of 10.3%. But when you're looking at an IUL that's overfunded and it grows at 6.7%, you could get anywhere from 21 to 36%. If you're looking at monthly compound interest, that's actually a 36% growth. As of last year, the S&P 500 did 13.3%. Now, again, I'll have these conversations with JT on my own. He's a CFP. I'm an insurance advisor. So he and I are likely to have clients that we need to cross to each other. And that's why he did what he did, because he wanted to see if there were agents who were worth his while of referring to. And from what I saw, there weren't a lot of them. But the truth of the matter is that insurance men are actually selling vast holdings in the bonds and mortgages of the country when they sell life insurance, except when he sells term insurance. Other than that, the agent sells each policyholder a small interest in every security which the company owns or will own, as long as the policyholder or beneficiary by installment option remains with the company. When many small investors disposed of their Liberty bonds, they were acquired by many other small investors if the purchaser was an insurance company. So now, if the small investors had bought the bonds in direct instead of through insurance companies, they might, again, speculation, have received a larger return, but they would not have received the advantages of insurance protection along with their bond purchase, because insurance is guaranteed. Where small investors go in for bonds that are not as safe or as stable as federal government securities, They likewise take chances on the bonds. When they go in collectively through an insurance company, they get a bond buying service without a superior, and they likewise get a guaranteed return. Oops, didn't I just say that? And this is my first time reading. Anytime I read your articles, it's my first time reading the article. So when I pause and say stuff, it's because I actually know what I'm talking about. The issue is you get a lot of agents who are trained to the company, are trained to sell you a product, and they don't teach you right, which is why JT was able to eat up a bunch of agents the other day. And salute to him for eating up those agents. And shame on those agents for being eaten up. But let's continue. Hold on, let me check the comment. Keep grinding. You already know, okay? I got to keep grinding. So, and bear with me, y'all. I'm a little under the weather. Like I said, I caught COVID, unfortunately. So I just got a quarantine. I've been taking a lot of like Theraflu and stuff. It really, I feel like I got the flu. I got a stuffy nose and stuff. That's it. But getting this information out to y'all is really important. So when more people understand just how insurance promotes thrift, endorsements of life insurance will be more fervent and more frequent. In gathering the endorsements of the president and his cabinet members and many governors and giving these out in an unselfish manner, the Prudential has shown everyone in the business that life insurance stands higher than many engaged in it really believed. Now, Prudential is one of the oldest life insurance companies. But again, notice what it said up top here, right? When an insurance agent sells that policy besides term, he's actually selling each policyholder a small interest in every security which the company owns. So every bond, every ETF, every mutual fund, and if you got companies like New York Life or Prudential, like New York Life is publicly traded. So even though you buy a life insurance policy, you partially own New York Life stock. And you're going to get a guaranteed return. So when more people understand just how insurance promotes thrift, endorsements of life insurance will be more fervent and more frequent. In gathering the endorsements of the president and his cabinet members and many governors and giving these out in an unselfish manner, the Prudential has shown everyone in the business that life insurance stands higher than many engaged in it really believed. There are many life insurance agents who do not understand the power of what we sell. And we diminish ourselves because we don't like to be considered the insurance agent or the insurance guy. And I understand why after watching JT and seeing a lot of those agents go up there and embarrass themselves. Not that what they were saying was absolutely wrong or because they were stumbling, because it's difficult to get on, live internet and debate certain things in live time. I'm not diminishing them for that. But the lack of knowledge of the product, you need to know this product up, down, left, right, in, out. You need to be studying just insurance like Kobe Bryant. Now, JT is a CFP, but he doesn't hold his insurance license. So he needs to find an adept insurance producer who he can work with, who he can feel comfortable referring to. Now, too often, agents get the idea from a few rebuffs that the position of insurance is not as high as it should be. The Prudential has done much to correct this idea. It has shown everyone how the help of leaders can be secured to advance a cause that all want advanced when they really understand the cause and its accomplishments. So pictured here, we have an illustration of Prudential Insurance Company's old headquarters. And this is an image from the December 29th, 1921 issue of the National Underwriter, the Life Insurance Edition. Right here. I'll click that momentarily. Actually, wow, this was a pretty short article. So related articles we're going to go to is this one, which says Pushing Thrift Week. Life insurance prominent and 100 years ago in insurance. Give me 1 second. I think everybody's got like the cricket internet today. Let me stop that there really quick. What's going on, Snuggles? So yes, I'm talking about the fact that, and yeah, let's go ahead and put this up for y'all. Give me 1 second. I just took that down. Chrome tab, Pushing Thrift Week. Share the. Let me see something here. Yeah, well, I don't know why I'm like struggle streaming right now. This is terrible. But I don't know. And I pay for the most expensive internet, or so they say I have the most expensive internet. But again, this is Thrift Week, National Life Insurance Day, Thursday, January 19th, 22. That's 1922. But again, it will be January 19th, 2022 is National Life Insurance Day. Okay? It says, this is the day we should think about the welfare of our families, should we die. Now, let's see. Here's an article that appeared in the December 29th, 1921 issue of National Underwriter Life Insurance Edition. See this? Muskogee Life Insurance Underwriters Association. In the National Thrift Week, to be observed January 17th through 23rd, insurance is given a prominent place. The third day of the campaign being Life Insurance Day. This movement is fostered by the YMCA in cooperation with 42 civic, national, commercial, educational, and religious organizations. Its purpose is to stress the importance of wise spending and the urgent necessity of giving attention to the vital thrift needs. The week will be devoted to the budget, life insurance, home purchasing, prompt paying of bills, giving, and one day to the making of wills. It is planned to educate the public generally on all questions of earning, spending, investing, saving, and giving. Also, shout out to K Business Podcast. If y'all haven't been watching, he's been having some ill interviews going on. And I actually want to ask my followers a couple of questions and opinions that I'll get here. Because Kay actually told me I should do it. And I had about 3 or 4 of the guys who told me I should do it, which is start teaching classes or giving classes. I never felt like doing that, but I had a dude on the street randomly be like, yo, I follow your stuff. Can you start teaching classes? And I was like, wow. But anyway, so each will be urged to make a budget, record expenditures, have a bank account, carry life insurance, own a home, make a will, pay bills promptly, invest in safe securities, and share with others. Wow, what just happened here? Why is this struggle streaming? What's going on? Move this advertisement. There we go. So, Life Insurance Day. Life insurance has been given a day on the program that the public may pay attention to this vital subject and receive a true understanding of thrift as linked with life insurance. January 19 has been put aside as National Life Insurance Day. All life insurance men have been urged to assist in the publicity and furnish facts and figures as well as expert counsel in support of this work. Thank you, Kay, for sharing the video, by the way. They are urged to take a major responsibility for local programs and the promotion of National Life Insurance Day locally. Meetings, expositions, and pageants, editorial and news publicity, church, school, and public meetings are all urged in order to make a campaign similar to the National Fire Prevention Campaign. All local, state, and national organizations of all branches of business, as well as schools, churches, and government agencies, are participating in the effort. So apparently there were big results last year. The results of last year's Life Insurance Day are estimated by Winslow Russell, chairman of the special committee promoting that day, at $75 million in new business. The life insurance men were the most active field cooperators that the YMCA had in its campaign last year, and they did a tremendous amount of good for the entire movement as well as for the life insurance business. Such individual results as 72 applications during last year's National Thrift Week by one man were recorded. The Chattanooga, Tennessee underwriters wrote $600,000 in new business during the week following that thrift week. The work unquestionably brought large results last year, and its value is especially great in the ability to link thrift with life insurance. So we see here the next ad is pictured as the National Life Insurance Days ads that ran January 19th, 1922. And we'll see here Avali Struthers discuss the implications of physical traits 100 years ago in insurance. I'm not going to go too much longer. I've been going for now a few moments. Let's see. Blue Cousin says, my grandma got screwed on her life insurance. She's 93 and can't afford the premium now. It was like $12K per half a year. So they dropped her, and she was with them for years. So, Blue Cousin, there's a lot. It's a lot deeper than that. A lot of people end up getting quote-unquote screwed because they do things like not sit down with an insurance agent. And you probably, and like Kay said, hit that like button, but they don't sit down with an insurance agent and get an annual review. Right? You should be doing a review with your insurance agent at least once every 2 years. I'll tell you why. Things change. We have to go back for what's called continuing education every 2 years because rules change. Laws change. Like IRC 7702, if you're looking for insurance or annuities, I suggest you lock those things in today. Because if you don't lock them in today, what's going to happen is as of January 1st, due to IRC 7702, which has been around for a while, but now due to the boneheaded move that President Trump made a few years back, and because of the bond market, like I was mentioning earlier, so life insurance has been guaranteeing you guys a 4% return, but we've been getting 1% from the bond market. And now Joe Biden is saying, okay, all insurance companies have to decrease the percent by at least 1% that you're giving your clients, and you have to increase your premium so that you guys don't go broke. Kind of like when Obama bailed out Lehman Brothers in 2008. But nobody's bailing out the insurance companies, but it's harmful to clients. Now, if you get locked in, you're locked in. But you got to be locked in before December 31st, 2021. Because as of January 1st, 2022, the price went up and the interest rate went down. It says, yeah, we didn't know until she fell. This was in July, and my aunt has attorney. Yeah, Blue Cuz, it really does depend. You know, why is I'm struggle streaming here? Why is my internet bugging? I don't know, man. We got all these struggle stream internet going on. But yeah, I'll tell you what, Blue, hit me up in an email, and I may be able to assist y'all. At her age, unfortunately, at 93, she is aged out. There's almost no company that will insure her. In fact, there is no company that will insure her. Most companies go up to age 85. Some will go up to age 89. But your grandmother is now aged out. So you guys may need to look at something called pre-needs. But again, all insurance isn't made the same. So she may have had a whole life policy, but all whole life isn't made the same. Just like like you could go buy a pair of Jordans, right? But Jordans are not the same. Jordan brand Jordans are not the same as going to buying them Cool Gray 11 Jordans, right? If I go to the store and buy some Jordan brand Jordans and say I got on Jordans, I'm not lying. I got on Jordans. But they're not what people think of when they think of Jordans. So she may have had a whole life insurance policy, but not what you thought of when you think of whole life insurance. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to hop off because I want to go watch football. But if you'll notice here, Alva Lee Struthers discussed the implications of physical traits 100 years ago in insurance. Right? Again, here's an article that appeared in the December 29th, 1921 issue of the National Underwriter Insurance Edition. The December meeting of the Seattle Association was featured by Scientific Treatise of Salesmanship by Alva Lee Struthers, a vocational expert from Vancouver, British Columbia. The speaker analyzed the selling process and made clear that there is a mental transformation that takes place in the brain of a prospect at the time the sale is made. The matter of character analysis through physical peculiarities was shown by selecting members of an audience. And a few of his deductions follow. If your hand is as hard as an inch board, you will be hard to convince. If your hand is soft like an overripe apple, you're easy to sell. If the outer corner of your eye is much lower than the inner, you're willing to listen to figures. If the outer corner is higher than the inner, figures are a bore. If you have a wide nose and mouth, you like a good story. If they narrow, you are exclusive. Okay? So, inverted triangle faces like the romance of business. The fat man should be talked to after a meal. He is lazy, therefore help him on with his overcoat. An educational advertising campaign was proposed by the publicity committee of the Seattle organization. A large majority of the members present signed pledge cards agreeing to pay 10 cents per thousand on all insurance paid for in 1922, to be expanded on a newsletter campaign along this line. Elford, Seattle chairman of the Sales Congress, outlined plans for the sales convention, which is to be held in Seattle during February. W.L. Johnson was appointed and accepted as the chairman of the Thrift Week campaign committee. So again, there is another related article. I'm not going to keep going down the rabbit hole because basically they just want me to promote Insurance Week. I'm promoting Insurance Week every day, right? So I'm going to go ahead and continue to do that. Salute. What's going on, folks? Yeah. And so yeah, I'm glad that made sense, Blue Cuz, because it's definitely, something different. I try, Sherelle. That's all it's about. Dropping that knowledge. But besides dropping that knowledge, you have to take action, right? And I've had a lot of guys in a lot of different spaces tell me things like, yo, man, I'm sorry. I've been meaning to get with you. Do not apologize to me. Apologize to yourself and your family, because things like insurance are not paid for with money. People keep thinking you can buy insurance with money. You buy insurance with your health and your age. I'll be doing some pre-records about that shortly. At any rate, I'm going to get off of this. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, you can contribute to channel growth by hitting that Cash App. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, or you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam. The links are in the description. Now, let's talk about it real quick because I want to get to that actually before I hop off. For example, if you go purchase life insurance up to $1 million with no medical exam, you may get a whole life policy. And yeah, it'll be on my pen because I'll be getting the benefit of you being my customer. But you won't get the service or the benefit of actually sitting down with me and me giving you something customized. I'll put it to you like this. It's literally like trying to go to the doctor and say, it's like me going to the doctor right now and saying, hey, doc, I have COVID, I think. And then them just saying, here, take hydroxychloroquine. Well, they haven't done any triage or anything to see if that's really what is my issue. So the same thing is important for y'all. Any financial advisor like Dave Ramsey or Sue Zorman, who tells you immediately, buy term and invest the rest. Well, They're just telling you to get hydroxychloroquine. You don't want to take that. You want to be triaged, right? People be like, hey, I've had a bunch of people, hey, I need $500,000 in life insurance. Oh, really? How'd you come up with that number? I had a guy who told me he needed $10 million in life insurance. I was him, me, and his buddy who's a Primerica agent. His buddy showed him a $10 million policy, 30-year term for like $500 a month. I said, how'd you come up with that number? I don't know. I'm not sure why you can't see me. The internet is struggle streaming today. So he goes, well, I said, let me show you a few different things. I showed him a term policy that is, oh, you can't see me because I'm sick with COVID. I'm not going to come up on camera today. But I showed him a $10 million policy. And again, I equate life insurance to Mercedes-Benz's, right? Because if I ask you how much is a Mercedes-Benz, well, it depends. Are you getting the A class? That starts at $34,000. Are you getting the C class? That starts at $45,000. Are you getting the E class? That starts at $65,000. Are you getting the S class? That starts at $97,000. But they're all Mercedes-Benz's, aren't they? Aren't they all exactly the same? No, they're not. So just because you get $100,000 life insurance, $100,000 face amount of your life insurance policy, you might be getting the A class, which could be a term. You might be getting the C class, which could be a whole life. You might be getting the E class, which could be a limited pay whole life. You might be getting an S class, which is an overfunded index universal life. So it really depends on which one is which. Okay, so that's very important. But again, I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, if you'd like to contribute to channel growth, my information is in the description. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional or purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam, the links are in the description. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. As we go out with Future, I'm so groovy, baby. Hey, 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 hey. I'm so groovy. I got power. Hey. You can judge, say I'm tacky, but the thing is cause this life attracts me. You can judge and say I'm acting tacky, but the thing is cause this life attracts me. You can judge and say I'm acting tacky, but the thing is cause this life attracts me. Remember to take a look out for those 10 cash commandments. Right? And remember, equity over equality. Equity over equality. Equity over equality. See, equality means everybody has a shoe. Equity means everybody has a shoe that fits them. So we want equity over equality. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. I'm out.